Hello everyone, today I'm visiting Beamish Museum in County Durham during the festive season to experience what Christmas is like in the North East in times gone by. Beamish isn't a traditional museum in the usual sense. Instead of glass cases and display boards, it's a living, working landscape where buildings, streets and everyday life from the past have been carefully brought back to life. At Beamish, Christmas feels especially magical, not because it's flashy or modern, but because it shows how people once marked the season, simply, practically and with real warmth. As I wander through the museum today, I'll be exploring how Christmas was celebrated across different years, from the early 1900s town to the 1950s village. One of the first things you notice in Beamish in the winter is the sound, the crunch of gravel underfoot, the creak of wooden doors, the distant hum of conversations drifting from shops and cottages. There's often the smell of coal fires in the air mixing with baking, roasting chestnuts and spiced treats. It instantly feels different from a modern Christmas market, quieter, slower, more grounded. Seasonal decorations are understated. Evergreen ribbons and handmade touches replace plastic tinsel and bright lights. It feels more like stepping into someone else's December. Walking into the 1900s town, the atmosphere really comes alive. Shops are dressed for Christmas, just as they might have been over a century ago. Their displays of toys, clothing and household goods, seems it would have been carefully chosen, saved for and treasured. This is a time when gifts are practical and often handmade. A warm scarf, a tin of sweets, a small toy could mean everything. Inside the shop's costume staff explain how Christmas worked in the past. There's no rush, no background music blasting, just conversation and curiosity. The cobble streets themselves add to the atmosphere. In winter they feel authentic and slightly uneven, reminding you that everyday life wasn't always comfortable, especially at this time of year. Food has always been central to Christmas, and Beamish brings this history to life beautifully. In the bakery, festive bakes fill the shelves, traditional loaves, biscuits and seasonal treats made using old recipes. Christmas wasn't about abundance for everyone. For many families, it was one of the few times of year when they might enjoy the odd richer food or special ingredients. Staff often explain how ingredients were sourced, saved and shared. Nothing was wasted and meals were carefully planned. Even the smells tell a story, warm bread, spices and cooking fires that would once have been the heart of home during the winter. In the pit village, Christmas feels more modest but definitely meaningful. Those rows of miners' cottages show how working families celebrated the season with limited means but strong community ties. Decorations inside the homes are simple: greenery, paper chains, perhaps a small tree or a festive table setting. Christmas was about togetherness, families gathered, neighbours helped one another, and traditions were passed down through the generations. It's easy to forget how hard winters could be in the past. Coal was precious, food was rationed carefully, and work was physically demanding. Seeing Christmas in the setting adds depth to the festive season, reminding us that celebrations don't have to be extravagant to be meaningful. Churches in Beamish often play a quiet but important role in the Christmas experience. Carols, wherever sung or represented through displays, reflect how central community gatherings were during the festive seasons. These weren't performances, they were moments of connection, singing together, shared warmth, and marking the season collectively. Inside the churches, decorations are traditional and restrained, creating a calm space away from the bustle of the streets. If you're not religious, these spaces feel reflective, a pause in the middle of the day. Moving forwards in time to the 1950s eras, they show a different kind of Christmas. After the hardship of war, Christmas took on a new meaning. There was hope, rebuilding, and a sense of looking ahead. Decorations became slightly brighter, toys are more recognisable, and there's a growing sense of optimism. Rationing still shaped celebrations, but people found joy in small things: homemade decorations, shared meals, and community events. It's a powerful reminder that Christmas has always adapted to the times, reflecting what people needed most in that moment. During the Christmas season, Beamish often hosts special events, festive trams, demonstrations, and seasonal activities that fit naturally into the setting. Nothing feels overdone. Everything is designed to feel authentic rather than staged. Staff stay firmly in character, answering questions and sharing stories that bring the past to life. It's the interaction that makes Beamish special at Christmas. You're not just observing history, you're generally stepping into it. Beamish isn't a Christmas of flashing lights or loud entertainment. It's a Christmas built on warmth, resilience and community. Beamish reminds us that the festive season has always been about people, about sharing what you have, finding comfort in tradition, and getting through the darker months together. If you're looking for a more reflective Christmas experience, Beamish offers something truly special. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and consider subscribing, as it will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Have a lovely Christmas, and please enjoy the remaining footage of Beamish.